All right. So what I wanted to share with you, it was something that happened last Sunday. It came to me in an email. A friend of my buddy Danny, who serves with me here in the parish, he showed me the video that was taking place. Church in Toronto, St. Anne's Anglican Parish, caught fire last week, and the damage is near total. There's some really interesting images taken via drone where it looks like, basically it looks like the stone facade around the building survived, but the entire middle, including the roof, was just burned, collapsed. Now, obviously, the congregation lost a place of worship, a place that they loved. And as well, millions of dollars worth, and money. No, money doesn't mean anything, right? But how about this? How about we put it this way? Priceless artwork. I believe they spent like $1 million. Like, what was it? 1998, I think I read that they spent over $1 million restoring the inside ceiling, which was just a magnificent piece of art, and it's gone. They've lost the church. The church is no longer usable, and it'll take a massive rebuilding project to bring it back up. St. Anne's Anglican Parish in Toronto. Now, again, I read an article about them today because we were going to pray for them on Wednesday, but we're praying for them today. I read an article I read an article this evening about what was going on there. They're celebrating their first service since the fire tomorrow in their parish hall. So they are fortunate enough. They're fortunate enough to have a church hall, which is great. They're fortunate enough to have a church hall, which is awesome. And so they're going to start celebrating there, despite the fact that the church hall has no power. It must have gotten cut off because of the fire. But they're going to have their first service there. And something that the church had always done, or has done for a while, is they've had a community meal. And they would normally have a community meal in the church hall, and it would be a sit-down meal for anybody that wanted to come. Just a lovely community meal for anybody that wanted to come. And they can't do it because they don't have power. But, and this is to me is amazing. Like, again, I use that term, I want to be like that when I grow up. Well, I want to be like this when I grow up. They're still going to provide supper for people tomorrow night. For their community meal. They're still going to provide supper for people tomorrow. It won't be a sit-down meal. It won't be a hot meal, but it'll be sandwiches. It'll be a bag lunch. I just think that's, to me, what's my priority? My priority is to feed people. My priority is to provide for my neighbors as Jesus taught us. Yes, we need to celebrate. We need to worship together. Absolutely, we need to come together and we need to do that. And we need to take care of our neighbors. And so tomorrow they're getting back at it. And I think it's lovely. Now, I caught wind that there's a fundraiser, but I have no idea where to find it. I didn't see any clippings or anything like that. If I do happen to find out where you can send, where you can help them out, if you're so inclined, I will. I'll include it as a pinned comment in this video. I'm going to put this video out there just so that it's out there, so that people can be praying for St. Anne's, and for their congregation, and for their work, and that we can give thanks that they are so. We can give thanks that they are so dedicated and devout to the mission that Jesus has placed on their hearts. That despite they've gone through this horrible tragedy, they still prioritize their time together, and they prioritize taking care of their neighbors. God bless them for that. Amen.